sad thing is, we were watching. It's like they could easily both fit in that helicopter.
No, that's not the villain way. Hey everybody, Double Toasted Live is coming to New York on September 10th. Hey, that's my big birthday weekend, so help me celebrate with you. You can get your tickets right now over at doubletoasted.com or go to x1entertainment.com/double-toasted-Brooklyn. Hey, there's a limited number of all access tickets and VIP tickets. They're going pretty fast, so go over there and get your tickets now. Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts. So, a little bit earlier we were talking about Suicide Squad, not the Suicide Squad. We were talking about Suicide Squad, 2016 David Ayer film. Just kind of talking about whether or not David Ayer could actually go in and salvage this to be something that the critics would like, not just Danielle. Danielle is a fan of that. Danielle said, you guys just came in to nitpick. You know what? Why can't you enjoy movies like everybody else?
Sure.
Oh my God.
You're just looking for something to talk about.
I just want to start shit. You don't enjoy movies. You're not really moviegoers.
I believe the term was haters.
Haters, yes, that is right. She said, hater. You're a hater because you hate movies. You don't really love movies. You just want to find stuff to gripe about. Well, Danielle, maybe if I showed you another movie. Maybe if I showed you a movie that actually got it right.
Oh,
you'd change
okay.
your mind. You know, I feel just a little guilty about this, not a lot, but I mentioned it earlier how back when I was a hater back in the day. And I was so much a hater that I found every excuse to go in and talk about Suicide Squad. Even use movies that I'd never seen before. Well, man, if they just did it like this shit I'd never seen before. Batman, Assault on Arkham. Yeah, people, I actually talked about this movie for years, like I had been watching it all this time. Like it was one of my favorites. Meanwhile, the twist is I ain't seen a single frame of this outside the trailer.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, people, I have not seen this at all. As I said earlier, I'm not really lying to you. I didn't say I didn't see it. I didn't say I saw it. I just said, hey, it looks like it's better than what they did with that movie. But since we have, and everybody's been waiting on this, since we do have the Suicide Squad coming out this week, I decided that it might be better for me to catch up on all things Suicide Squad myself and watch this movie and stop being a hypocrite. And I did that today. Fortunately, it was on HBO Max, which we all have. And after all these years of talking about, yeah, see, that's how you do it right there. At least I think. I hope. Is it the movie that Suicide Squad should have been based on? Is it the model they should have used? In this one, you have the Suicide Squad who are going to Arkham, where they keep all the popular crazy freaks and villains up in there. Why? Because that old Joker, he's at it again. He's got a dirty bomb that's going to give half of Gotham radiation sickness, going to kill everybody. Just another day. It's just another Friday in Gotham. But there's somebody, Amanda Waller, Amanda Waller, the shady government agent, she's got other plans for Batman, or at least she wants him to stay out the way. Why, we don't know, but while he's been distracted, she sends in the Suicide Squad, a team. Sounds cool. Sounds like, yes, that's exactly what they should have done for Suicide Squad 2016. Or is it? Let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer, and you guys have seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, Martin was the one that recommended this last night, so I jumped on it. How will I feel after all these years of just lying my ass off by omission? Let's see. We'll be right back with our review after this.
Assemble Task Force X.
You think any of you have a shot of getting out alive without me?
Look, I don't want to do too much of a contrast, a comparison between Suicide Squad from 2016. We kind of been just dissecting this movie all night, but I will tell you, this damn this animated feature here, it does so much right that they're finally looks like they're getting right with the Suicide Squad. One being that they're real villains, man.
Yeah.
They're assholes, man.
Yeah.
They're complete assholes. I've read some Suicide Squad books, and I don't know if they all are, if I've read the best ones or if they are all accurate as to what the Suicide Squad should be. But I know Deadshot is usually the leader.
Yeah.
And because he's the leader, we're usually seeing him doing the most heroic things out of the whole team. But that guy's a piece of shit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not trying to hide any of the, or sugarcoat any of these villains, man.
He was never a noble villain. I mean, he had been a Batman villain before, but, a hired killer. There was nothing about him. It's like, oh, he's got a heart of gold. I'm like, nah.
No, he ain't got a heart at all. He got a dick.
The only thing he has is, he has a daughter. That's always consistent.
And I don't even think he loves that daughter. I think that daughter is just, that's just like property. Well, it's mine,
Often a hindrance for him, too. It's like, oh, God damn it. All right, I'll do it for my daughter at this point.
Yeah, it's something that they can hold over him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weakness.
It's just something that's his. And he's, it's like anything. It's mine, so I don't want nobody else to have it. But they told him, use rubber bullets. And he's like, shit.
Yeah, you use rubber bullets.
Yeah, shit. The first box of bullets I come across. The one that is not as ruthless as everybody else, and I just think it's because he just has a stupid weapon, is Captain Boomerang.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, he's as much, if not more, of a double crosser than anybody.
But he's a weasel, man. He's the biggest weasel out of all of them. That's, like I said, that's the coolest thing with this, is that the whole team, the moment that they get a chance to double cross each other, or even if they're helping somebody, it's to make somebody else pissed off. I said, okay, they got that right, man. I was really surprised at how hard they went on that, and I was surprised at some of the deaths that were in here, man.
Yeah, that was the thing, because when these animated movies were coming out, this was the first one, at least I remember, going hard like that, and where they were not afraid to kill off major characters, and you just like, oh shit, so nobody's safe.
Yeah. Oh no one's safe. No one's safe. But you know what? I got a clip here where they just things are in chaos, and they still trying to each other over, man.
Oh, no, you don't, Lawton.
And the sad thing is, we were watching this like, they could easily both fit in that helicopter.
No, that's not the villain way. And the deaths in here. I will say, and this is going to be somewhat of a spoiler, Ray, but it's early on. So if you were laughing at Suicide Squad for bringing in one of the villains that was obviously going to die because he had a stupid name, at the beginning of this, they had somebody named, what is it, KG?
The KG Beast.
KG Beast. I was like, oh, gonna die.
Well, the thing is, he's maybe a B-list Batman villain, but I always thought he had a stupid name. And the way they bring him in here, I was like, I feel like you're gonna be the one.
You thought he had a stupid name, and so did they. And they got rid of that stupid name real quick.
Try me.
Yeah, that's why he did it. They're like, you talking that shit, all right.
He's gonna prove himself.
Yeah, all right.
Well, at that point, when everybody looks at him, then it's almost like, well, I guess I gotta do it now.
Yeah, he had to walk out now.
I got my pride.
Shit.
Maybe not my head, but I got my pride.
You gonna let Octavia Spencer puck you out like that?
What's your fucking
Step backwards. Step backwards.
that reaction?
I love that, man. I knew he was going to die, but later on, there's some deaths that I did not expect at all.
Right.
So they followed through on what a Suicide Squad is supposed to do. Mm-hmm. They go on missions where people are going to die.
Right.
Not just the stupid people,
Plus, they're sent on a mission where they told us one thing when it's really something else.
Yeah. No, exactly. They do some things that make me think that it's not the movie that I thought it was going to be like. It's not the... Because I thought I was going to watch this and be like, oh, well, shit, yeah, this is it's going to be a full price movie right here because, this is what the Suicide Squad should have been. There's some things in there that I didn't like too much, man. I don't know. It might just be because it's outdated now. The music. I did not like the music in this, man.
Okay.
Yeah, the
The
music.
trailer music was rough to listen to. I was like, oh god, even I don't like this.
Yeah, well, I played this earlier when they were introducing the squad and giving their title card sequence. They're playing all that crazy techno. I just wasn't that wild about it. Yeah, but there's some interesting things they do with some of the appearances they have in there. It's kind of like its own standalone thing almost, because they have their own interpretation of other DC villains and characters. There's a appearance by the Penguin in there. Mm-hmm. It's
Voiced by Nolan North.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the animation, sometimes animation was awesome, and sometimes animation is just a little choppy. The designs are really cool, but I would watch some scenes where it just, I don't know if they were just zooming out too much on characters or working too small to get the detail, but there's just points where eyes were even moving kind of crazy. I was like, all right, that's an animated thing, but I do think that they got the general idea of what the Suicide Squad is and what it should be: the right mission, the right number of people getting killed, the right attitude amongst these criminals.
And maybe some of those things I saw, but this was the opposite of the Suicide Squad movie, where the longer it went on, the more I was liking it. I love this interpretation of the Joker. I love how this is a Batman movie, but it's really a Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah.
But Batman is used well in this.
What I like about this Joker is that he's one of those Jokers where he's not about the jokes as much. He's more about actually being a badass, because they show him how he can go toe to toe with anybody, man. Yeah. When they say, because a lot of times you see the Joker's bio, he's like excellent at hand-to-hand combat.
You never see that.
Yeah, everybody thinks that clown fit. That throws him off because they don't think he can fight. But the whole thing with him using knives all the time. There's a whole fight scene between him and Deadshot that's animated very well. The fight scene and choreography is great there. The Joker is beating the shit out of him.
Oh yeah.
And they show just how. And what I like about it is that where you see how Deadshot fights. He's a brawler, but Joker's just dirty, man. He just fights. He fights scrappy and dirty, and I thought they got that character down very well. I mean, he's still the jokester and everything. And what I liked about it is that he'll be that silly Joker that you see sometimes, but then he'll turn around and be kind of scary because he's I'm no bitch, man. I can tangle with anybody.
Well, he has got thing. You say something to him and he's laughing it off, but it really is getting under his skin. And when you meet up with him again, he's getting his revenge for that.
He's gonna remember.
Yeah. Chris, what you got to add to this?
Man, that's what we should have gotten with the original Suicide Squad. Like everything down to the mission is smaller, but it makes sense that and it makes sense why Harley Quinn is there. Like, why is Harley Quinn joining the Suicide Squad? She's absolutely insane because they need someone who knows the ins and outs of Arkham Asylum, and she has that connection with the Joker. Why is the Joker involved? Because he's in Arkham Asylum and he has a crazy plot going on. I love the backstabbing between all the members of the team, them wanting every guard, them wanting each other, that like literally. I love this movie. I would give it a full price personally.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, I'd probably go more high matinee, but I really
fair. I get it.
No, they did. They definitely did what should have been done, and hopefully and it sounds like that's what it is. Hopefully, the Suicide Squad is more like what we see right here.
Yeah.
Well, there's a newer animated Suicide Squad also on HBO Max. It's Hell to Pay.
I heard it's not that good.
It's not as good as this one, but it's still better than the movie.